Hello, I'm Peggy Henson, council member for the 11th District, aka Superwoman. And I'm here with my friends today to tell you about a Casa Superhero event. And I would like to introduce my friends that I have with me today. This is Spider-Man, aka Susan Lamb, council member of the 4th District. I also have Melinda Milbert Jameson, who is the director of Casa. And she's going to fill us in all about Casa, but she's also Robin. Then we have council member of the 6th District, Angela Evans, aka Indiana Jones. Melinda, can you tell us about Casa? What do they do? How are they important to the kids in our community and just, everything in general?
Yeah, that's a great question, council member. Casa stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates, and we are a nonprofit, but we use trained and supervised community volunteers. So in order to be a volunteer, you just have to be at least 21 years of age. You undergo several background checks, and you go through a 30-hour training in our office right here in Lexington. And then you get sworn in by a family court judge, take an oath of confidentiality, and you are matched to a child or a sibling set in the Fayette County Family Court System. We keep siblings together, except in cases where a sibling has perpetrated on another sibling, and then they get separate Casa volunteers. Our Casa volunteers go and meet with the children at least one time per month. Many meet them more than that. And they are court appointed, so they get all medical records, school records, drug testing records of the biological parents, and they combine all of that information into a report, and at the end of the report they make recommendations on what should happen to these children. What is in the best interest of the children? And that helps the judge make a more informed decision on behalf of the children.
So can you tell us about the needs in Fayette County? How critical this is to the children living in certain situations of abuse or neglect. And so what does Fayette County look like?
Sure. I think a lot of people are very surprised to hear that Fayette County as well as Kentucky has been among the top states for child abuse and neglect for the past 9 years. And Fayette County is not exempt, unfortunately, from those alarming numbers. In Kentucky, all family courts are closed, so you often do not hear about the cases going on. Last year in 2015, there were over 1,400 children in just Fayette County with substantiated cases of abuse and neglect. Now, we were able to serve 347 of those children with a Casa advocate, but that means only 23% of the child victims here in Fayette County had a Casa. And we are an unduplicated service, so if they don't have a Casa, no one else is providing that service. And often we're the only consistent in their life. And why were we only able to serve 347? The state law says that we must have one full-time volunteer manager, which is a paid staff person, for every 30 volunteers. So we can only serve as many children as we can pay volunteer managers to bring in current volunteers. We currently have 120 active volunteers here in Fayette County, which is actually the most in the entire state. And so we are actively going to work, but we're hopeful to expand our services, add an additional volunteer manager, and have another training this fall. So if there's anyone interested in going through training, you can contact the Casa office. The website is www.lexingtoncasa.com, or the main office number is 859-246-4313.
Thank you, Melinda. And I know that you are dedicated to this job. And we have more work to do, but we're putting a dent in the services that are needed.
You're exactly right. So we went from 3% to 23% in just 3 years, and that is actually right at 260 additional children receiving services. And like I like to say, we all have a role to play, and together we can end the cycle of child abuse and neglect.
Well, that's good. Now, I know that in order to operate financially, to be successful, you do fundraising events. So that's why we are here dressed as the superheroes.
Yes.
So, can you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. We have 2 signature events. One is called Bourbon in the Bayou, which is a Mardi Gras themed event in February. Our other signature event is the Casa Superhero Run, which this year will take place September 10th.
And I always have so much fun. I know some people really think I look ridiculous, but it's for a very, very important cause.
Yes.
And I appreciate you so much for what you do for Fayette County.
Thank you.
So Melinda, why did Councilmember Henson have me come out here to dress up? What's the costumes all about?
So it's really for the children. The tagline of the Casa Superhero Run is every child needs a hero, but abused children need superheroes. And we truly believe that, and so that's why we have created the Casa Superhero Run.
Okay. So what about the race itself? You know, some people, I know you might be able to walk or run or...
Definitely. We have 2 events on September 10th. The first is the 1K. It kicks off at 8:30 a.m. and that is for children ages 12 and under. The wonderful thing about the 1K is we line the course with volunteers, and whenever a child stops, someone puts a medal around their neck. So all children are winners. Every child also receives a superhero cape with custom artwork from an artist here in Lexington. Following the 1K, there is a 5K, and it is for everyone of all ages. Children, adults, seniors. There are walkers, there are joggers, there are runners. And the 5K is a competitive chip time course for those that are looking to come out and really get their exercise. We do 1st through 3rd for male and female, standard age groups. But there is a bonus to the 5K. There are 350 action figures on the course.
Oh, like figurines, like I might be trying to, artifacts that I might be trying to get?
There could be artifacts.
Okay.
There could be Indiana Jones. There could be Spider-Man or Superwoman or even Robin. And each participant can pick up one. When they cross the 5K finish line, there is a prize redemption booth where they can turn that in. Last year we had over $16,000 of prizes. Oh, wow. And all of those are given out. So we actually had 10 people leave with over $500 in gift cards to local businesses.
Well, that sounds like a real treasure. That's a great find. So what about the trail itself? Because, you know, Indiana Jones doesn't like snakes, so I'm presuming it's going to be a safe trail.
Yes, there are no snakes. It's here at the horse park, and horses don't like snakes either. It's a gently rolling course. There are not a lot of hills. It starts and finishes right at the same location where the festival will take place, so spectators can stay in one place, see you start the race, see you about midway through the race just after the water stop, and see you finish the race. So it's a wonderful course.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for telling us about the race itself. And I think we're going to take it over to Spider-Man to talk about, you know, what else is going on that day.
Hey, Melinda. Can you tell me about the festival that goes along with the superhero Casa?
Sure. So after the 5K, we have a festival, and the great news is it's free with your admission to the 1K or the 5K. And the 1K costs $15 if you register early, and the 5K is $25. But you want to register by August 10th before the price increases. And so at the festival, there are activities, again, for all ages. We have an inflatable slide, an inflatable bouncer. There's face painting where you can get your entire face painted. Make your own superhero mask. You can make your own comic strip. There are games, and at every game you receive a prize when you play. There are miniature ponies from Central Kentucky Riding from Hope. Official superheroes from Comic-Con. Disney princesses.
Wow.
There is a variety of food available at no charge as well. This year we'll have Papa John's giving out a slice of pizza to participants. Culver's will be there handing out frozen custard. Noodles and Company will be giving out fresh fruit. We will have pastries from a variety of local businesses. Dean's Food will be handing out chocolate milk. So there's a variety of food to take in, as well as games and activities. So it's a great way for a family to come out, pay one price, and be able to spend the entire afternoon taking part of something that not only benefits our community in Casa, but allows a great time for the family.
That sounds fabulous. I really am excited about this event, and I'll make sure that I send it out to my constituents too. So tell me about the sponsorship with the Lexington Fayette Urban County government.
So we are blessed to have the support of Lexington Fayette Urban County government, and they are a sponsor of this event, but they also offer a health initiative for Lexington Fayette Urban County government employees. If an employee signs up, when they register, there is a question that asks, are you a Lexington Fayette Urban County government? And you just click yes or no. But if you sign up and participate in the 5K, you can walk it, you can run it, you could really get across that finish line anyway. You receive a $25 Speedway gas card for simply participating.
Tell me about the location again.
So we are actually located at the Kentucky Horse Park. This is our second year being out here. This is the 4th year for the Casa Superhero Run and the 11th year for the Casa Run in general. But the course is at the horse park. It starts and finishes just south of the Old Tech Arena, and the festival is also at the same location. So it's a beautiful area, and there's horses to see as you're running. So that's another feature of Lexington that your constituents, as well as people from outside of the county, can come and take advantage of.
That's fabulous. Now, tell us about the details. If I wanted to sign up for this, where do I go? Who do I call? What's the website?
Yeah, great questions. So the Casa website for this event is www.lexsuperherorun.com. If you go there, you can register today. If you do not have internet access, you can contact the Casa office and we can get you a hard copy paper registration form. The phone number to the office is 859-246-4313. We're happy to answer any questions anyone might have, and there are a variety of frequently asked questions on the website as well. But the date of the event is Saturday, September 10th, with the 1K kicking off at 8:30 a.m., followed by the 5K at 9 a.m., and the festival runs until noon. Again, to participate in the festival, all you need to do is register for either the 1K or the 5K, and you'll wear your race number to allow free access to the festival. All proceeds do benefit Casa of Lexington. 100% of all funds go straight back into the community to provide advocates, Casa advocates, to abused and neglected children in the Fayette County family court system. Again, registration rates for this, for the 1K, if you register early, are $15. The 5K is $25, and you get a t-shirt with the 5K, you get a cape with the 1K, both with local artwork from a local artist, which everybody really enjoys. And this year we've also added the option, if you would like a hooded sweatshirt with the artwork, you can add one of those on for $25. But make sure to register by August 10th to get the early bird pricing. After that, pricing is $5 additional for each event.
That's fabulous, Melinda, and thank you so much for all of your work and organizing these events each year.
Thank you.